Hey guys, it's Octavia. It is week 18 of my post-op VSG surgery and just wanted to let you know what's going on. Again, I'll start with stats. I am still holding at about around 55 pounds lost um, since I began this journey at 260 pounds and roughly 205, 204, something like that. So I've decided to stop weighing again. I stopped weighing at some point because I was lifting weights and then I started weighing again. I got kind of excited. So I'm looking forward to getting into Wonderland, and it seems like it's so hard to get to that 5 pound mark, 5 or 6 pounds, just trying to, it's I know it's happening. I'm really not. I haven't worked out a lot. It's around the holidays, and it's not that I'm eating bad or anything. It's just that I find it very difficult to go to the gym. And if any of y'all have been following me in the beginning, I've always said that you have that first year to get your mind right, because if you don't do it then, it's pretty much downhill. You can find yourself eating more. You have more of a tolerance. In the beginning, some of my videos, I said I could barely eat, and I didn't know what was happening. I was sure that the ghrelin hormone is gone, and well, it may have grown back, but regardless of that, I noticed that my mindset, the way that I began thinking, just eat a small portions, doing that in the beginning really helps, because the further out you get, on this journey, you're able to tolerate more foods. And if your mindset's wrong, you can take the mindset of saying, hey, I can, in the past, I could eat, uh, a slice of cheesecake, and instead of just saying, look, I really don't want it because it's really not good for me, you begin to have the mindset of, well, I'll take a bite or two because the sleeve is going to stop me. I can't eat that much. And having that mindset will set you up for failure. In the future, you'll begin to eat more and more and more, and then you'll begin to have a weight gain. So I'm happy that I'm not gaining any weight, but this was the first week that I hadn't lost anything. Uh, but that's why I stay connected to other groups and other folks that have been on this journey, and they've all had the same experience. And so those that are successful in it, they say it's part of the process. So I'm okay with that. I feel better. I feel healthy. Um, I do know, I feel like the closer I get to my goal weight, mentally, it's challenging because I still see myself as a thick woman. I literally have to look in the mirror and say, okay, you're smaller than what you were. I'll have to take two pictures and put them side by side of a current status, and then, 4 months ago, and say, oh, well, I did lose weight. And so it is that mental, it's challenging. Mentally, it's challenging. Again, I've heard other people say they've been through that, and now I'm actually experiencing it. So I've picked up several things at the grocery store. One was some oyster forks and spoons. Well, the forks are for the oysters, and the spoons are just little sampler spoons. And I'm deciding to take those with me, and so that I can have that for Christmas when we meet with the family, and just use that to either baby spoons and forks. And I figure if I take that in a small saucer, when it's time for me to eat, I don't eat on a regular plate. That way, the smaller amount I have on my plate with that little baby spoon and fork, that'll help me, stay on track during the holiday season. So, just mainly, if you are on this journey, if you've taken this journey, if you're in the beginning stages, or you're somewhere along with me, if you're with me during this period of time, 18 weeks, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you're in the beginning stages of 1 month out, or you're even contemplating having the surgery, it is worth it. But you definitely, it's a process, and you've got to make active choices. The only good thing about this is that the sleeve is there to prevent some things, but it still comes down to my choice. It still comes down to what I do. And I can make some bad choices. And while we're on that, I'll segue into a confession. I I was at a banquet the other night, and uh, I placed some food on my plate, and there was chicken, there was corn, mashed potatoes. Now I avoided the rice, I avoided the bread, but as I was going down the line, I picked up a little bit of corn and some green beans, and so as I sat back down, let me not forget the pasta, crawfish etouffee or something. There was some pasta in it, but I sat back at the table and I took a little bit of the chicken first because we were always told eat your protein first. I had the protein. However, my confession is I really didn't eat the pasta. I recall making one of my videos saying, why should I put it back in my system anyway? Well, it's easy to say that, 2 or 3 weeks out of your surgery, but reality kicks in. You really want it. But I can tell you, I only ate 1 or 2 bites of it and I was done. I think it's best if you take that approach saying, you know what? I don't want it. I can live without it. If you take that approach, you would have better success rather than saying, oh, it's okay. I can do what I want. Because remember, doing what you want got you in this place, got you to the surgery table in the beginning. So it's best to take a different approach, in my opinion. I was able to say no. I'm not done confessing. After that, I decided to get some cheesecake because I knew that my sleeve was going to stop it. I knew at some point once I had my chicken, my protein in, I had some veggies, I was good. And then whatever was left, I could put a little bit more in my system. And so I went ahead and got several bites. Remember, sugar is my kryptonite. And I had several bites of the cheesecake. Now, granted, the cheesecake wedge was like this small, very small. However, I didn't need it, but it was so good. It was good to the flesh. My body really didn't want it, but it was good. But I will tell you this. I didn't need it again. Today, this is about a week later, I decided, I'm having a craving. And then it occurred to me, I wouldn't have had that craving if I didn't put that back in my system. But there's good news. I didn't give in to the craving. And today I was like, you know what? You don't get to party. You don't get to party. Some people have a pity party. I've always been told never to party too long. But anyway, so you can have a pity party, just don't party too long. I'm rambling on right now. So, but anyway, today I decided, no, you're going to have your protein. You're going to do exactly what you're supposed to do because this is why you had the surgery in the first place. So, again, everyone's journey is different. We shouldn't judge others how their journey is. I mean, they may be losing weight. I've got great friends. I've got friends that are on this journey and they eat junk. They eat junk food and they are okay with that. Well, that's not my journey. That's theirs. And if they enjoy it, then so be it. But for me, I'm trying to live a healthier lifestyle, which means that what I put in my system is most important. So I'm going to wrap it up. We are a couple of weeks from Christmas. I'm going to come back either next week or the week after or the week of Christmas, let you guys know what's going on. And hopefully I can say that I've exercised. It's just really, it's sad. I haven't exercised. But I'm looking forward to January because that's when everyone else in the world wants to exercise, or maybe in the U.S., not in the world, but in the U.S. we really feel like we need to get back on track. And believe it or not, having those people around you when you're trying to do what's right really helps because they don't tend to bring snacks and goodies and all of that, around you because they're trying to eat right. So this will be the first year going into January 2017 with ammunition. I feel like I've got ammunition now, and I'm ready to do some damage to the fat. So, hey guys, that's it. I've got a lot of crutch words in this video. I know better. I've been saying a lot of uhs and ands, but anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. That's it. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day.